Continues. The talks are back on between the Hollywood writers and studios.
Yeah, but no one seems to know how this drama is going to end. KCAL News reporter Tom Wade is here with the latest on the negotiations stuff.
And every day, our hopes get really high, and then it's like, no worries. I know, exactly. That pretty much sums it up. So we're seeing and hearing varying reports, some progress, but also major challenges remain in breaking the stalemate. Bottom line, talks do continue, and now the studios are expected to offer their first counterproposal since the strike began.
I don't know. I'm sort of conditioning myself against having too much hope.
Actor Noah Wiley on the newly restarted negotiations between the Hollywood writers and the studios. Tuesday, the Writers Guild sent their first counter-proposal since the strike began.
But I like the fact that they're talking. It must have been a substantive counter, otherwise they wouldn't be at the table. So that's reason to have hope.
The writers' strike is now longer than the last one in 2008, pushing past the 100-day mark last week. Talks restarted last Friday, and for now it appears the dialogue continues.
They're still pretty far apart, it sounds like, and I think some folks who had been hopeful that, oh, maybe we'll get a deal because the studio's offer is so great, are less hopeful now, just because the WGA is still sticking to where it started, basically, maybe a little tweak here and there, but still basically sticking to its guns. So, not as much progress as people were hoping for.
Actors and writers say there is another issue that may be prolonging the strikes.
In the old days, we made a deal because our kids went to the same schools and we ate in the same restaurants and we were going to see each other work on Monday. Now, they don't go to our schools, they don't eat in our restaurants, they're in Silicon Valley or New York or anywhere but here, expecting a 20% return on an investment in a very speculative market.
For the writers, the sticking points have not changed. Minimum staffing for writers' rooms, protections from AI, higher pay for residuals, and better health and pension benefits. For the actors, it's almost the same. Matthew Weiner is the creator of Mad Men and was a writer and executive producer on The Sopranos.
I will call myself an artist and say that people need this, and they respond to it, and in the end, there's money in it. And it's one of the things that even in inflation, people are willing to pay for, and they kind of are squandering it and abusing it. So I'm hoping that this, I'm ready to go back to work. I have been in collaboration many times with people in these businesses. They're not banks to me. They actually are valuable, channels. And it's just, I'm optimistic that as this moves in, that it will get a little quieter so that we can go back to work, because they really need to save face at this point.
Variety reports studio CEOs have been taking a more hands-on approach in the negotiations, but it's not clear if that's helped move the two sides closer together. We'll see another day.
We're ready for them to go back to work.
That's right.
Of course, we all want to see, and we've talked about this before. We work on this lot. It's so empty. It's sad.
It is.
We want to see people back working.
That's right.
Okay, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Now to this story. A divided LA City Council went on record today opposing a proposed luxury hotel planned in Benedict